Professional from Norfolk, Virginia, here is Keyshawn Davis.
Now, boxers love the spotlight and the big stage. So if you were to have your pro debut, wouldn't you want to be on center stage? Well, for Keyshawn Davis today, he will literally be in the center of one of the biggest rings in boxing. Welcome back, fight fan, to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami Gardens, Florida. Kevin Skinner back with you for our final bout of Before the Bell. And Chris Algieri, often butterflies lead to blows in boxing. What do you expect more of from Keyshawn Davis tonight?
I am very excited for this pro debut. I've watched a lot of Keyshawn in the amateurs. Super talented at the highest level, international experience across the board. Very high hopes for this young man. And man, not only does he have the skills, he's got the style, he's got the talk, he's got the walk. Now we got to see if he can bring it to the professional stage.
And to see if he can add to his glory tonight. Tomorrow, he turns 22. So how about an early birthday present?
And now, fight fans, once again, we are set to go with this next attraction. 6 rounds scheduled in the lightweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside are Dave Moretti, Michael Tate, and Michael Ross. Referee in charge of the action is Tillis Asimenios. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black with silver. He weighed in officially 134 1/2 pounds. He enters the ring tonight for the 10th time as a professional, holding a record of 4 victories, 2 defeats, 3 bouts even, and 1 win coming by way of knockout. Hailing from and representing Nassau, Bahamas, here is Lester Brown Jr. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing blue trunks trimmed in white, he weighed in 136 1/2 pounds. After a storied, accolade amateur career tonight, he steps into the ring for the first time as a professional. Hailing from Norfolk, Virginia, here is Keyshawn Davis!
Now, things settling in for the pro debut of Keyshawn Davis. He showed up 2 days ago in the pre-fight conversation with some of the press, including ourselves, and he was wearing a shirt that said, "I am who they waiting for." There is confidence that is brewing for the youngster as he begins his professional career.
I like that, and he's been brimming with confidence all week long, and even you can see him as he comes out. Even his body posture, his stance, someone who's absolutely teeming with confidence.
Reason to feel that way as an amateur, but it's that next step, that professional debut. When we talked about butterflies, there is those nervous, jittery energy. Sometimes it's a hindrance, oftentimes it's fuel to get going. What do you expect to see from Davis early? Try to impose himself on Lester Brown.
You know, I've watched a lot of Davis's amateur fights, and honestly, he has much more of a pro style anyway. You know, he sparred with high-level professionals like Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, and you know, he had said all those guys had told him, man, you're ready to go pro. You've got more of a pro style. And I think we actually see that already. Very, very measured at this point. I love seeing high-level amateurs when they turn pro because their eyes, they're so open. They're seeing everything. They're analyzing.
Yeah, with as many fights as he's been a part of as an amateur, this is still new territory, and the excitement of being able to say, I'm now a professional, this is my vocation, the excitement. Now, for Lester Brown, he knows he's up against a very talented youngster, a guy with quick hands and a good boxing IQ, but Lester has proven himself in the past that he can exchange punches pretty well.
Yeah, he's going to need to. He's going to need to be rough. He's going to need to throw punches in the middle of Keyshawn and try and catch him in the middle of combinations or over or around his jab. I think for him to be very dangerous to just shell up and let Keyshawn get comfortable.
Yeah, for Lester Brown from Nassau, Bahamas. This is more of a home fight, even though he's from outside the U.S., than it would be for the Norfolk, Virginia resident in Davis. And Nassau, very close, about 184 miles from here, where Norfolk, Virginia is more than 900. But really the idea is Davis and how he can zero in and use those quick hands, the smarts that he possesses.
I'm already seeing some very classy things from Keyshawn already. So level changes, good shoulder upper body rhythm, using that jab. Also, he's peeling. He's peeling with one hand to throw the other. Very, very impressive professional work so far from Davis.
Yeah, one of the things he said the other day in the chance to speak with him, he says, I feel like for my first pro fight, I'm going to get the chance to fight it at my pace. Not an amateur pace, but actually bring what I'm certainly capable of doing to the fight.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I've always seen him as having much more of a professional style that's going to translate well once he hits the pro ranks, and I think we're seeing that already.
A very aggressive start, losing the left hand to try to pierce between the defense of Brown, finding their mark, and then trying to level with the right hand.
Really taking his time here is Davis, picking his spots, very methodically breaking down his opponent.
And first round ends as Keyshawn Davis establishes himself in the opening round. His debut as a pro, impressive start.
Absolutely. I saw a lot of really impressive professional moves in there. Looking forward to how he progresses his offense and really tries to put it on his opponent. Here we see level changes, like I had said, bending those knees, shooting the right hand low, stalking his man, good defense in between with counters. Here, just taking his time, picking his spots, finding the holes is Keyshawn Davis.
And the troubling aspect in body language from Lester Brown being he tried to wave him off and say, no, no, you're not hurting me, but that's almost a sign that he is.
Yeah, that's usually bravado saying that, yeah, you probably did hit me with something good.
Lester Brown and his trainer happens to be his father, Lester Sr., as they try to confer and find a way to counteract this debut from Keyshawn Davis. A lot of energy in those feet for this youngster. Again, celebrates his 22nd birthday tomorrow. Still with a wealth of talent and maturity to still seek, but he prides himself on his boxing IQ.
Yeah, and that's obvious here. He's going to be 22 years of age coming up, but he seems to be physically more mature than that. And then even in his boxing style, you can see he's got a world and wealth of knowledge. Utilizing that left-hand jab really well is Keyshawn Davis, and now focusing on the body shots. A little left hand there from Brown actually caught him in the middle, which is exactly what I said he needed to do in order to have any success in this fight.
Yeah. Brown, no stranger to fighting in Miami. His last fight was in 2019 in the Miami area as he fell to Cuban Manuel Correa. He blamed himself in that match for being too dehydrated, didn't prepare enough. Says he comes in far more prepared for this fight against Davis. Thus far, he's been on the receiving end far more than he's been giving.
Yeah, really good body work there from Davis as Brown found himself trapped on along the ropes. Keyshawn doing a great job here, positioning his opponent, stepping around, walking him into corners, using body pressure to keep his man at bay.
There's a little bit more of the changing of the level, as you've mentioned a couple times. Getting low, then being able to stand up. Strike an imposing figure, and very fluid.
Very fluid, very fluid, and for a pro debut especially.
He's peppering a couple combinations as Brown continues to back up and be on the receiving end.
Ooh, good right hook there.
And a little shimmy into the corner as Davis feeling at the height of confidence as that right hook just found the back of Brown. Back of his head, mind you.
That was that peel move that I was talking about. Davis used that left hand to peel the left glove down of Brown and then came with that right hook right to the temple, putting Brown to the canvas. Ooh, good body shot there.
Yeah. He seems to be feeling that pressure has been effective against Brown and now sensing a little vulnerability moving in. He said to Davis that I want to put on a show, a great performance, knockout or not. I want to show the world something special.
Well, he's setting his feet now, really throwing some hard power shots as Davis, while also maintaining a good range and staying defensively minded. And our referee steps in and stops it.
And that's it, done. Make it quick and painless. And the quick hands of Keyshawn Davis.